Following the widespread flooding in Metro Manila yesterday, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. ordered authorities to ensure that the needs of affected individuals are immediately addressed. The President has been closely monitoring the situation with a clear directive to prioritize the safety of those affected.
Utos ng Pangulo sa lahat ng ahensya na iprioridad ang kaligtasan ng mga residente at siguruhing maaabot ng tulong ang mga nasalanta ng baha. Ang Office of the Civil Defense ay naglabas ng kanilang response cluster member agencies upang agad na magbigay tulong hindi lang sa mga local government units kundi sa lahat ng mga apektadong residente. Ipinag-utos na rin ang libreng sakay sa Metro Manila habang naka-standby ang search and rescue units. Samantala ay patuloy naman ang relief operations ng pamahalaan. Tiniyak din ng gobyerno ang tuloy-tuloy na clearing operations at medical assistance sa mga sinalanta ng baha.
Amid the flooding, Castro said the ongoing Pasig-Marikina River Channel Improvement Project helped prevent the Marikina River from overflowing.
Dahil sa proyektong ito, hindi umapaw ang ilog at naprotektahan ang mga residente ng Marikina at Pasig City mula sa matinding baha, lalo na't ilang linggo nang walang tigil ang malakas na pag-ulan.
However, the palace emphasized that flood control projects must be functional and effective, especially during such occasions. It is now looking into which of the 13,917 flood control projects implemented under the previous administration failed to effectively prevent flooding. It cited the Sunog-Apog pumping station as an example of a project that had been idle for a long time but is now operational after being repaired.
Kailangan din po natin malaman kung nasaan ito, kung gumagana ito, ghost projects ba ito, dahil nga napanggit naman na may mga ghost projects noong panahon ni dating Pangulong Duterte. So dapat natin ma-monitor to kung substandard ba to.
The Metro Manila Development Authority or MMDA meanwhile is studying the possibility of live streaming traffic conditions to give motorists an opportunity to plan alternative routes, especially during bad weather and heavy traffic. The agency also understands the sentiments of Metro Manila residents over the flooding. However, MMDA General Manager Nicolas Torre III pointed out that all of their resources were deployed yesterday. Still, the MMDA says it'll take steps to help prevent flooding as much as possible.
Ang immediate action namin dyan is sinisiguro namin na tip-top ang operations ng ating mga pumping stations para kung may standing water man, mailabas ka agad sa mga waterways. Tapos, pangalawa, siyempre, siguraduhin na 100% din ang efficiency ng mga ng mga waterways natin sa pamamagitan ng dredging at saka yung paglilinis talaga ng basura. Dapat walang bara para yung kanyang efficiency is optimal.
Malacanang also assured the public on Tuesday that there are sufficient supply for doxycycline to treat illnesses caused by flooding, as rains and flooding brought by the southwest monsoon or habagat continue in Metro Manila and nearby provinces. Meanwhile, the Department of Social Welfare and Development reported that more than 1 million family food packs have already been distributed, while more than 700 million pesos worth of DSWD humanitarian assistance have been released.
The Luzon Repacking Center is running at 22,000 family food packs a day. The Visayas Center will be running at 22,000 come middle this week. Kasi we're also starting to get requests from, it's augmenting yung mga areas na tinatamaan ng pabugso-bugsong habagat. Ang message namin, hindi dapat mag-alala ng ating mga kababayan, may sapat na pagkain na nakaimbak sa mga bodega ng DSWD nationwide.
Kenneth Pasyente for the Nation.